he was confined to a wheelchair and really couldn't talk. But he was very good at communicating, and even when he was 4 or 5 years old, we talk about the New York Giants. We're both Giants fans. And then, one day, Joey's dad and mom had to be away, and they asked me to take care of him, so I took him out for a walk. And I saw, and I could see on Joey, by the way Joey communicated with me, what pain it was for him, because he was confined to our street. This is in the 80s, when some of you weren't born. There were no curb cuts. And the ADA was coming forward, the Americans with Disability Act, and I wrote into the law that any new sidewalk anywhere in America had to have curb cuts. And it opened up Joey's world. He could now travel for blocks and everything. And so it was a great lesson for me about how how we can do such simple things to help people with disabilities, but the world doesn't think of them. How come for years and decades we had curbs without curb cuts? It doesn't hurt anybody to have a curb cut. In fact, it's good for the elderly, even people who don't have disabilities. It's a lot easier. Okay. Joey is now an adult, and what we're doing here would affect him as well, because he is in a, he's not back home, and he'd like to be back home, but the insurance laws don't let him be back home. But by the way, just one major advance, Joey has this device where he can push his forehead, and it taps out keys on a computer, and now we can talk about the Giants even better. And we're both very mad that the Giants fired Coughlin, and we're both mad that he kept Jerry Reese, the general manager. But the Disability Intergration Act, which says that people should have the same rights everywhere, would help Joey and would help so many other people. And that's why when the folks from your group came to me and said, could I be the lead sponsor, I said yes. You know, at-home care can be so much better for so many people. You're with your family, you're with friends, you're in your community. If you have to go into a more institutionalized setting, you often have to move far away and uproot yourself. And so why shouldn't the people who want home care have the same rights, the same support services as people who are in an institutional facility? This not being institutional facilities are bad. For some people, they're the right place. But one size doesn't fit all. For the disabled, like everybody else. And we should make the insurance available to everybody. We should make the benefits available to everybody, whether you want an at-home setting, whether you want a community setting, or whether you want an institutional setting, whichever is best for you. It's freedom. It's what America's all about. So our bill will give that right. It will give individuals with disabilities the options and rights to receive long-term services and supports at home or in the setting they choose. Now, some people will think it's going to be hard to do. But I remember when we got behind the ABLE Act, people said, you'll never pass that. And we passed it in a relatively quick amount of time. I give Senator Bob Casey, my dear friend, who I was a co-sponsor with, but he was the lead sponsor. He did an amazing job, and I helped him push it through. And so don't think this is going to take such a long time. Just as we were able to get the ABLE Act done quickly, we're going to do everything we can to get the Disability Intergration Act, DIA, done quickly. Glad you're here. I hope you'll let all of the senators and Congress members you lobby know about our bill. I hope we'll get some more co-sponsors, and I hope that next time I'm here we're able to say that we passed the Disability Integration. Thank you, and nice to see you all, and don't let me stop you from eating